I always like starting like that. It just it feels special or something. I don't know. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Welcome in. It's reaction day. It's Tuesday. Heckin' hi there, hello. Let's see here. Let me get chat up and a little bit more extended so I could see more. There we go. Heckin' hi there, hello. I was first, guy. I'm kidding. No, I don't really care. I just put that in there. Jim, welcome in. Callie, Pyrola, Sally, Vdoin, Ian, all of the people. Hi. Let's see. Buy you a coffee. I did see that. I got the form up and everything, so I'm able to see if and when people do the priority request. So thank you very much. I'm assuming we're doing those today during the live stream rather than the whatchamacallits, reactions that the reactions that I do outside of this. That thing. You know, the thing that I do. The thing that the channel's known for. That one. Let me see. Let's see. Greetings all. Greetings. Hi from Australia. Good time zone. Good time zone to all. Let's see. Ooh, Voice Play's newest is out. I guess I didn't see it. I have. Maybe I haven't been on YouTube today. I don't know. I swear I looked and I didn't see anything. So I don't know. Always enjoy the variety of requests on these live streams. In my opinion, the best variety on any live stream. Well done to all. I agree. Yeah, I love the variety that we get. Don't get me wrong. I love checking out rock music and everything, but I do like checking out the variety and branching out and stuff, which is always great. Well said, Ian. Probably my fave too. Oh, hurry up, Ace. All right, guys. See you later. Bye. Let's see. I've had the stream open most of the day, so I wouldn't forget. I thought of saying first, but decided against it. Oh no! I mean, if you're here, go ahead, say first. You know, go for it. It don't bother me none. You know, it's just some people like pride themselves on getting first, and I totally understand it. And then there's some people that are unbelievably irritated by it, and I'm like, you know what? Do whatever makes you happy, as long as you don't hurt anybody. You know, as long as it's not hurting nobody, just do it. It's fine. I don't know how well that logic works, but I think in this instance it's fine. Okay, so real quick, we'll do a catch up, you know, for what happened in the last week. I got completely caught up on reactions, 100%. Gotta freaking love that. I think that deserves an applause in and of itself. Yeah. So I was excited about that. That means I can finally like do one, edit it, and then just rest. I don't have to do them all in one day and stress myself out, because we don't like that. We definitely don't like that. But you know, worked all week. You know, it's kind of a blur. I don't really remember much of it. But Saturday I got to go zombie hunting with paintballs. So we got to shoot paintballs at people dressed up as zombies, and it was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. Sunday, we got to celebrate my mom's birthday. We went to lunch and everything. It was a lot of fun with that, you know, family time and all that. Then afterwards I kind of just passed out. I was just tired. And then yesterday I cleaned the apartment, and I didn't do anything reaction wise. I don't know, mentally I couldn't do it. So I took an off day. It was nice. I enjoyed it. And then today I got one reaction done. So that one's, I just haven't edited it yet, but you know, that'll be up sometime in November. I don't remember exactly where I'm at, but you know, it'll be up eventually. So that'll be good, and I'll edit that one this evening sometime. So that'll be good, and then I'll go to the gym, and it'll be great. Doing all the things later on this evening after stream. So looking forward to it. Also, I did notice, because somebody pointed it out, YouTube has a hype function. I don't really understand it, because like I feel like one of my channels has it and one of them doesn't, so I don't know if everybody has it or not. But basically what I was understanding is you can hype up to 3 videos a week on channels that are between 500 and 50,000 subscribers. Or no, 500,000, sorry. Between 500 and 500,000 subscribers, that one. I was like, no, that didn't seem big enough. And it goes into like a leaderboard or something. I don't really know. I don't know much about it, but I guess it's like another way to like and subscribe kind of thing, maybe. So if y'all see one of the reactions up and y'all like it, I think if I remember right, you gotta scroll, and I don't know if it's on every device. As far as I know, it's only on the phone devices. It's not on browsers, which I don't understand completely, but it is what it is. So if you scroll like past the share and you just keep seeing all these different options pop up and stuff, there should be a hype in there. If you see one of the videos that goes live, you know, hype it. It'd be cool. It might get it more exposure, and you know, we want the videos to get out there and have new people come in and hang out and stuff. You know, get the word out. So that'd be cool if you see one. If you don't see one, don't bother. It's okay. No. But yeah, if you see one of the reactions that you like, you know, hype it. It'd be kind of cool to see, you know, some of the reactions pop off, so to speak. Imagine one going viral though. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, okay. So that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. Let's see, Voice Place came out Friday. Oh, okay, so it wasn't today. Maybe I did no, I didn't see it. I don't know, I guess I missed it. Might have to check it out then. Happy birthday, Mom. Yes, absolutely, happy birthday. On Sunday, I and Sally and loads of other people watched a live stream from the Longest Johns and Humphreys' last gig of their tour. That was a lot of fun. Oh, cool. Did I know they were doing a live stream? I don't know if I knew they were doing a live stream. That would have been cool to check out. Let's see. Hello, Pop Stars. Welcome in as well. All right, so I think we're caught up. So real quick, we will go over the whatchamacallit, the schedule for the week. Also, I should mention last week's live stream is going to be blocked for probably 23 more days. There was a reaction on there that the copyright got denied, and it's just straight up blocked. So unfortunately, that one will not be visible for a few more weeks. But I mean, it is what it is. All right, so we want this. There we go. All right, so this week's videos that we have. So Sunday was Coldplay. It was a priority request. It was the song Politic. It was a Grammys performance back in 2003. Yesterday was Monday, so that was Stevie Ray Vaughan. I got to do that one with Songbird. That was Riviera Paradise. I forgot exactly where that one was. It might have been in Austin. I don't remember 100%, but definitely a fantastic performance regardless. Today was Tuesday, so that was Amy Lee Poppy and Courtney LaPlante from Spirit Box. Their song that just came out like a few weeks ago or a couple months ago. Really, really recent. It was the song End of You. So be sure to check that one out. It kicked a lot of butt, gonna be honest. And then tomorrow is Reaction Recap Day. For those who do not know, that is a day where I take reactions from the live streams and I, cut them up and upload them. And I typically upload 3 of them. These kind of like a best of for whatever day that I pulled them from. So tomorrow we have John Farnham, When the War is Over. We have Prince, Housequake. And then we have Missy Elliott, WTF. Where are they from? So those are dropping tomorrow. Thursday is partially blocked. There's actually a number of videos this month that are partially blocked. There's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. UMG is very rude when it comes to copyright. And it is what it is. But so we have Ghosts Lacrima. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not 100% sure. So if you're unable to see it, I do apologize, but I'll probably post a comment that says, hey, if you could see it, let me know, because I'm kind of curious, like, who all actually can see it. But yeah, definitely a fantastic performance on that one. We got Friday, we got a Lindsey Sterling performance. I got to check that one out with Mishu. That was her song Roundhouse Rival. Definitely a very unique song for sure, 100%. And then Saturday is Nightwish's cover of Pink Floyd's High Hopes. That was done back in 2005. It was the Helsinki performance. So very, very awesome. Definitely cool. So yeah, that is this week in review. Go ahead and get rid of all that. Yeah, I'm gonna get chat over here. Let's see. You probably didn't know, it was a ticketed stream though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably didn't know. Oh well. Maybe there'll be more in the future, you never know. I'm glad Hoist Up the Thing worked for me. It would have been sad if it didn't. Yeah, I don't know. UMG is just, okay, so this is how copyright works, and I think it's kind of broken. Somebody copyright claims a YouTube video, and then you dispute it. Do you know who gets to decide if that copyright goes through or not? It ain't YouTube. It's the person who sent the copyright claim. There needs to be a checks and balances, because like I could go and copyright somebody's video just for any reason, and when they submit it, I can deny it. That ain't right. It's just, there needs to be a checks and balances, because that's so dumb. It really is. And not only that, they could copyright strike channels. It's not good. Love me some Ghosts. They are very entertaining. I will say that, yeah. I love that Lindsey Sterling. We'll have to check it out. Absolutely. Yeah, I've checked out a number of Lindsey Sterling performances. Mostly collaboration ones. So it's really cool to see her perform stuff on her own. I don't think I've checked any out on her own. I can't 100% remember though. Lots of fake copyright claims. There are a lot, but UMG is a legitimate one, unfortunately, and there's nothing you could do about it. There has been one time where they let it go through, and it was on Youngblood's Aussie cover of Changes, but they denied it on the live stream, but they let it pass for the reaction that I cut up. I don't understand. I don't understand their thought process. That messed things up badly for Ren. Cujo claiming copyright on Sick Boy. It wasn't really even Cujo, was it? It was whoever owned that, and Cujo lied about it, right? Wasn't that how it worked? Or was it Cujo? I don't remember. That was a while back, but yeah, that whole situation was scuffed. It really was. All right, so we have a couple of priority requests that we're going to do first. Go ahead and get them pulled up. We want this. All right, so go ahead and pull the videos now. Hopefully I'm pulling the link and nothing else with it. We don't want to watch it yet. We're not ready yet. Okay. We got that one. And then we got this one. Don't do it, YouTube. Don't talk back to me. Not today. Okay. All right, and we also have a number of requests already in, so that's really cool. All right, so I'm gonna get situated. I'm gonna get OBS up so I can see where I'm at, because I don't want to be off camera and the video that we're watching block me, because that wouldn't be right. Oops, his changes cover was submitted for a Grammy, so I think UMG might have been trying to get PR for him to get it submitted. It's possible. There's also like the possibility that they could recopyright stuff, which is super annoying. I think the ones who owned the sample had contacted Kujo, but it was him that claimed the video to get Ren's attention. Oh, okay, now I remember. Yeah, that whole situation was scuffed. I am glad that it got sorted. Hopefully that never happens again, Okay, so let me get the video. There we go. All right, so display capture. No, wrong one. Reaction video. There we go. That's the one I want. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute this. Alrighty, so we have a couple of priority requests. The first one is from Jim, so thank you very much for that. I gotta bring this over because I can't read. So this is Salt's Let It Go. This is a live performance from I believe June of this year. Is that what it was? It was in Oris. Is that how you pronounce that? I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm not 100% sure. You definitely have to let me know on that one, because I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying the places right, and I want to make sure that I get them right. But I'm gonna go ahead and share the link real quick, as per Pyrola reminded me, so thank you for that. Why do I have a cursor on the screen, huh? My mouse is up here. How is that even possible? Weird. Anyway, let's see. I wrote the English lyrics. I did see that. That's actually pretty cool. That might be a good way to go about it. That way I don't have to go hunting them down. Might be a good way for Aleatorio to get lyrics in too, when Aleatorio submits suggestions. I'd have to mention that. I like that idea. Yeah, so if you want to share lyrics for like foreign videos or foreign songs or anything like that, that might be the best way to do it for the whatchamacallit, any additional information I should know about kind of thing. So yeah, you see the lyrics right here. So I kind of like that. That's a great idea. All right, so this first one was from Jim. This is Salt's Let It Go. It says live at, I don't know how to pronounce this, but you know what? Live in Paris back in June of this year. We'll just do that. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
La prochaine chanson s'appelle Let It Go. Merci beaucoup. I had to find you somewhere new.
So we have a few extra performers here, it looks like.
Don't get me wrong, this song's for you.
Somebody actually has a lighter in the year of our Lord 2025. It's about time.
If you're the one, I'll be yours. Sit in my room if you only knew. Why should I wake up if you're nowhere near? The talk and the wrong, it's all for you. Only you. Whenever you're scared, remember that there's no need down love never ends. If you're the one, I'll be yours. I love you, but I can't let it go. Yeah. I love you, but I can't let it go.
I love the build up. Pause right there, right before the big the big thing, you know, that you're expecting to happen. So yeah, this is definitely awesome. It really sounds like the music video that we got to check out a while back. Like there's really nothing different by comparison sound wise, which is really cool. I mean, you kind of hear, you know, a little bit more of a French accent from this one by comparison. I guess that would be really the only thing that sounds a little bit different. But even then, like it's still like phenomenal. I did forget they are from France and they live in England. That's how it works, right? It wasn't the other way around. I think that's what it was. But yeah, I mean, just everything that they're doing with this performance is fantastic. The vocals, like they have this like, you know, higher registry during this. Both of them singing, I think is great. They're kind of taking turns. Just the gradual buildup that we have throughout the song, how it's just, you know, keyboard and then you add the guitar in and sing in. That's it for like the longest time. Then we add, you know, the drums and the bass. And I don't know if we're gonna have a brass section because there's a couple people in the back, one with a trumpet and one with a saxophone. So I don't know if that's gonna be like an addition to this, which I think would be like even more fantastic, just adding more and more instruments. I have no idea. They also could have been for other songs, and they could just be kind of chilling for this performance specifically. But yeah, I mean, just the vocals are fantastic throughout this. The way the song changes halfway through, like once we get the gradual buildup, it just like almost sounds like a completely different song, and it sounds more like an Oasis song. And it's really cool how we get the change up. And yeah, I definitely love how they're playing this. It's definitely great. Salt's going on tour, maybe some US. Ooh, that would be cool. This was a big concert for them. Yeah, how often do they tour? Because I think that's definitely awesome. They have some horns. Yeah, they do. Which I don't remember that being in the original. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering, but I don't remember that being in there. Back in France now. I'm in quite a good relationship with the bassist. Cool. I don't remember their names, unfortunately. I might have them. Hold on. Hold that thought. I'm relatively sure I wrote them down. I write as many as I can down. I remember Antoine. Yeah. So Antoine on guitar, Alex on bass, Robin on drums, and then Greg on keyboard. Got that. There we go. See, I had it. I got it. So they're back in France now. So I guess they transferred back to home. Okay, that's definitely cool. Axel or Alex? I have Alex written down, and it could very well be Axel or both. Maybe it's both. I don't remember. It is one of them. It's definitely one of them. Well, I guess you would know because you're in a good relationship with Axel. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and change that. Maybe it was a typo on my part. There we go. Not Axel. There we go. I got it. I fixed it. I gotta update that. Um, but yeah, definitely like fantastic performance, and I'm definitely enjoying it. I did see that he put up a sign or something. This, what was this? I briefly read it. Okay, press the button if you want to hear something epic. I think that's what that says. It's a little hard to see. It's on a camera phone. At least that's what I think it is. Um, but yeah, definitely interesting with that. And it's like it's not like just this regular like poster board. It was like I don't know, like a canvas or something. Because it looks, at first that looked like tape, but maybe it's all painted and everything. But yeah, I'm definitely loving this. I say we go ahead and finish it. So here we go.
I love you better, I can't let it
I do love the far away shots too, like this. God, those high notes. Ooh. I love the effects that they put in with the guitar. They're just going all out. That harmony, dang, that's good. Yeah, I wasn't gonna cut them off. I'm gonna let them finish that chant out 100%. Yeah, just explosive into that, like in that solo. It was just phenomenal. The work they put into that, like I'm pretty sure there was like a distortion pedal that he used for that because it definitely added some like distortion to his instrumental portion, and then it just I don't know. He channeled Inner Prince on that one. the harmony that they don't really do a lot of harmony. I feel like they take turns a lot with singing, but I don't like I've only checked out a couple of their songs, but even still, I don't remember them singing together really ever. And I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. But if they don't, I kind of wish they would more. You know, like that's like it's great. They have a very similar range when it comes to vocals, and it just works very nicely. You know, but yeah, just all the instruments were just going off. We got drums, we got bass, guitar, the keyboard. Unfortunately, there was no trumpet or saxophone for this one. That would have been kind of cool to see them come in on that as well. But you know, it is what it is. You know, and it's just a minor gripe, and you really can't complain because it wasn't there to begin with. So, but yeah, phenomenal performance. Definitely love that one. Let's go back over here. A Doe supporter, welcome in. How are you? How's life? How are things? Catch us up. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this over to the other document. Let's see. We want this. We want this. There we go. I'm gonna bring this down to here. Well, we want that. There we go. All right, so this was so. If I could spell it, that'd be great. Okay, so let's do this. And then we want to do that. There we go. That way we can keep it all copacetic. And I'm going to do this and make that green. And put a 1 right there. And I'm going to relabel this order, just so I know what order we're going in. All right. Very cool. We're going to go ahead and get these in real quick. So we have a couple more, which is awesome. Love it. Put that right there. Go ahead and copy this. Does it say who it is? It doesn't. But I do have it pulled up. So it is the Longest Johns. I didn't want to just assume it was the Longest Johns, but I was like, you know, I didn't want to just assume. All right, and then let's go ahead and get this one pulled up as well. Pause. Y'all see me pausing. Y'all see me? Don't test me, YouTube. It's very rude. Copy, paste. There we go. All right, got that. Okay. There we go. We're all caught up. Let's see here. Hello, Cute Unicorn Chaos. Welcome in. Hello. Doing good. How are you? I'm doing really well, Ado supporter. You know, we just checked out one. Had a really good weekend. It's been great. I'm relaxed. I'm caught up. I'm caught up on reactions, which I definitely love. Hello, welcome. Oh, I forgot to say. Oh, it's all good. You know, once I click it, I'll figure it out pretty quick. Seems coffee is the way to go these days. Everybody get coffee. Go get coffee. Stay awake. It's great. I can't drink coffee because it gives me anxiety and heart palpitations, but that's okay. Is mine on there? I don't see it. It is. Yours is at the very top, Callie, I believe. Right here. Yeah. Nope, don't do that. Yeah, so once we get done with the priority requests, yours will be the first one to check out. Yes, we were going to do the link as well. You are correct. I need to put this back here. There we go. All right. So this is the next one we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get this. Also, I want to get chat over here because during that, I wasn't able to look at chat until I alt-tabbed out of the screen. So this one, it looks like it might be cut off a little bit. I don't know, unfortunately. And I think the other one is even more so. I hate when they do that. I don't know why YouTube does that. It's weird. It's just weird, you know? So let's see. I'm gonna read out this one. So this is a priority request sent in by Pyrola. So thank you very much for that. This is a song I was gonna share many streams ago, but was too late with it. So I'll share it now. Yay. This is a song about gatekeeping within the shanty scene and how silly that is. First off, gatekeeping of any caliber is annoying. Please don't gatekeep. You know, like we're supposed to be able to share our interests and everything, you know, with other people, but to keep them out or to tell them one thing and only think one thing is just it's just dumb. So don't gatekeep. So we're gonna check out a song that has something to do with that. So let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go.
I once met a man who said he was a fan. He wanted to sing in my shanty band, but the bottom of his face looked weird.
So weird.
There was skin on his chin that I loathed and feared. From his crown to his ear, he was most sincere. But you can't sing shanties if you got no beard.
Got no beard, you got no beard, you can't sing shanties if you got no beard. Got no beard, you got no beard, you can't sing shanties if you got no beard. I once met a girl who'd heard sea songs. She came to the show and she sung along, but her timing with the shout was slow.
So slow.
She was graced with a face like the morning glow, but her holler was a blow from the very front row. Said you can't sing shanties if you can't shout ho. Can't shout ho, you can't shout ho, you can't sing shanties if you can't shout ho. Can't shout ho, you can't shout ho, you can't sing shanties if you can't shout ho, and you got no beard. I once met a guy on a weird machine, had wheels and a bell, no mass to be seen. He was shouting from a pad of notes, and the wheels got caught on his overcoat, and he fell from the pier, clawing at his throat. Till you can't sing shanties if you don't own a boat. Don't own a boat, you don't own a boat. You can't sing shanties if you don't own a boat. Don't own a boat, you don't own a boat. You can't sing shanties if you don't own a boat, and you can't shout ho when you got no beard.
You know what this reminds me of? There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. That song, and it just keeps going. So they're adding more and more to this, and I think that is fantastically hilarious. So those are real beards, right? They actually grew those out for this video, I'm guessing. Unless those are fake beards, in which case they look actually pretty real, which is really cool. But definitely let me know, 'cause I'm kind of curious. But yeah, just going throughout this, like keeping people out just because they don't have something or they won't do a certain thing, like, yeah, stupid, right? It really is kind of dumb. But at the same time, everything that they're doing here is definitely awesome. The changing of the facial hair, you know, like at first they had the beard, and then during the second one they have what I think is their regular facial hair, because like the goatee kind of looks a little bit more familiar. But even then, like just different outfits as well. The pigtails that we got during that, it was definitely great. This is all just straight vocal. There's no instruments at all, at least not yet. I don't know if they're gonna add more or if it's gonna be straight like this the entire time. Either way, definitely awesome. But yeah, I think this is hilariously accurate, you know, because like you have all these different fan bases and stuff that they think it can only be done a certain way, and it's dumb. It really truly is, you know. Let's see. They just have beards most of the time. They do all have beards normally. Okay. So it's whatever beards they had at the time. So I guess they filmed this in different periods of time, right? It's not changing facial hair. It's changing people. It is changing people. I mean, he kind of looks a little different. But oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So there is multiple people throughout this. Okay, I was like, maybe they are changing. Maybe this was filmed over a period of time or something. I don't know. They do look kind of different. You right. These are all. Huh. It is. Okay. I couldn't tell. They really tricked me on that. That's great. How much is a skip? What do you mean a skip? Definitely let me know, because I'm kind of curious what you mean. I mean, I'm not gonna skip any songs if that's what you mean. We're not doing that. That'd be rude. But if it means something else, let me know. First verse was all Robbie. Second was all JD. Oh, okay. So they're green screening themselves in like that. Okay, I see. Yeah, cause like I saw the goatees and stuff, and I was like, maybe they all did that. Okay, I could see it now. Okay, that's crazy. That's a great way to go about this. That makes this even better. That means it's one person during each of these that's gatekeeping that segment. Okay, that's even better. Q skip probably so coffee. Oh yeah, if you're wanting to do a priority request, you can do the what command was it? I believe it was exclamation coffee, and that would take you to the link, or exclamation reaction. What is it? I can't see it from here. Let me hover over this and I'll see. Oh, exclamation react. That tells you all the rules and everything. I think I updated it for that specific whatchamacallit platform. It's a little bit different than the other one. So be sure to check that one out if you're interested in that. But yeah, this is great. I'm loving it. Now that I have even more background information, that's even better. Let's go ahead and get back to it. Here we go.
Boat, you don't own a boat, you can't sing shanties if you don't own a boat, and you can't shout ho when you got no beard.
I once met a bloke on a tavern floor. He'd had 10 beers, but I'd had 10 more, and his piggy little face was pink.
So pink!
He tried to shout the words, but all out of sync, with a voice so bad it'll make you think that you can't sing shanties if you can't hold your drink.
Can't hold your drink, you can't hold your drink, you can't
That
sing
is
shanties if you
great.
can't hold your drink. Can't hold your drink, you can't hold your drink, you can't sing shanties if you can't hold your drink, and you don't own a boat, and you can't shout ho when you got no beard. I once met a sailor all big and broad, with an eye-patch parrot and a long curved sword. Had a chest like a powder keg, but he had both shoes and they smelled like eggs. I expected would look better with a wooden peg, cause you can't sing shanties if you've got 2 legs. Got 2 legs, you got 2 legs, you can't sing shanties if you got 2 legs. Got 2 legs, you got 2 legs, you can't sing shanties if you got 2 legs. And you can't hold your drink, and you don't own a boat, and you can't shout ho when you got no beard. Well, Anna's got no beard, and Davey has a bike. Robbie's father-in-law has boats, but won't sing on the mic.
And JD can't shout ho because his wife takes much offense.
And Andy's got 2 beautiful hairy legs.
But there's no reason good enough not to join us.
So sing along with the very last chorus.
2, 3, 5.
Got no beard, you got no beard, you can't sing shanties if you got no beard. Got no beard, you got no beard, you can't sing shanties if you got no beard. Got no beard, you got no beard, you can't sing shanties if you got no beard.
The change up here is crazy.
Got no beard, you got no beard, you can't sing shanties if you got no beard. And you got 2 legs, and you can't hold your drink, and you don't own a boat, and you can't shout ho when you got no beard.
Once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of that ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard about it down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
That's the Wellerman song. Yeah, that was great. The change up that they were doing throughout that was a lot of fun, and it kind of just broke my brain a little bit how they kept switching each other out during that. It got really confusing for a little bit, but I think it's very entertaining how they went about that. Now that I can see that each verse was one of them specifically, like it made it even better. Yeah, just again, gatekeeping bad. Don't do that. The harmony that they had throughout this, I thought was great as well. Like they don't need instruments at all, and I think that's like one of the best things about their group. But even they do bring instruments every once in a while, and just makes it that much better. But songs like this definitely work like so well. It's just the comedic aspect of it as well. Having her go over and hit him with the shoe and everything, definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, that was it was a grand old time. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Let's see. This song is very funny. I can imagine, yeah. Anna is a former band member. So yeah, she's not there anymore. Is she like behind the scenes, or is she just kind of gone now? And that was JD's wife, Abby. Uh, Andy always has to show a bit of leg when they do it live. Yeah. I mean, it kind of it. You have to, right? You absolutely have to. It's part of the song, man. I'd be disappointed if they didn't. Um, but yeah, definitely great on that. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That's not 3, that's 2. Okay. Let's see. She left to focus on her other band. Okay. So she was rocking 2 bands she was rocking 2 bands at the time and then just focused on the second one, or she joined one and it was like, yeah, I gotta focus on this now. Okay, so let me go ahead and copy the link. I remember this time. There's that. Give me back OBS. There we go. And then we want that. And then we want this. And I'm going to bring this over so I could see. Okay, so this was sent in by Sally. So thank you very much for that request as well. This is the Longest Johns from the live session they did a few years back. I love Andy's vocals on this. And this is Hog Eye Man. Now, is this related to Cotton Eye Joe? Just out of curiosity? Maybe. I don't know. Andy's leg is cursed, by the way, so everyone who sees it gets cursed for 400 years, according to Andy. Well, dang it. Why'd y'all ring me? That ain't right. We just ringed a bunch of people. That's not cool. I don't want to get a call that I'm gonna die in 7 days, man. Don't do that. All right, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Oh, hand me down my riding cane. I'm off to meet my darling Jane with a hog eye. Oh, roll the boat ashore with a hog eye. Steady on the jig with a hog eye. Oh, she wants the hog eye man.
Okay.
Oh, the hog eye man is the man for me. He was born and raised in Tennessee with a hog eye. Oh, roll the boat ashore with a hog eye. Steady on the jig with a hog eye. Oh, she wants the hog eye man. Oh, he came to the shack where Sally did dwell. He knocked on the door and he rung a bell with a hog eye. Oh, roll the boat ashore with a hog eye. Steady on the jig with a hog eye. Oh, she wants the hog eye man. Oh, whose bit is since I've been gone? Our old navvy with the sea boots on with a hog eye.
That growl he does is like really cool.
Steady on the jig with a hog eye. Oh, she wants the hog eye man.
Pause right there. I thought we were further in. They packed a lot into this already, which is like incredible. So as I'm making a guess, this is a second group that, at least according to the description in the title, Maid of Ale, I'm guessing is the second group, unless this is like a whole sessions they did that they called Maid of Ale. Definitely let me know. Kind of curious as to who the second group is, or the second set of musicians that are with our 4 from the Longest Johns here. Just seeing like a band aspect of this is really cool as well. And this song kind of reminds me a little bit of Dropkick Murphys, just a little bit, just how they go about the instrumentation of this. But even then, like, it has this like country-esque vibe, and I think that's in part due to the violin. But even then, I mean, just the different instruments that we have guitar, we have banjo, we have violin, we got drums, we got some kind of stick. I think I didn't really get a great look at it. I don't know if we really did. Let's see, 117. He's got a stick, so it's like a percussion for stomping down is what I'm surmising on that. And then what about the other side? We have a bass as well, or a cello. Is he sitting down? I couldn't really see. I don't know if we got a great shot of the other side of the room yet or not. cello or bass, one or the other. But yeah, just all the instruments that we have here are great as well. And going throughout this, it seems like it's progressively getting more and more intense and more energetic. The vocals, like they're getting more and more intense, like just adding that power and grit into that, I thought was really nice as well. Yeah, I'm definitely loving this performance. I think it's great. Let's see here. I mean, he doesn't actually show it in the video. That's JD's leg, and I think those are safe to. Oh, okay. Well, then we're good. We're good. Okay. Maid of Ale is the session. Okay. It's a pun on Maid of Vale, where the BBC used to record music live sessions. Okay, so Maid of Vale was a location, I'm guessing. The other people are ones they have on live shows and some songs on their albums. Well, Alex on violin doesn't do the live gigs. Okay. It's a bass. Okay. See, I didn't get a good look, so I couldn't tell, because I know with the bass, typically you're not able to sit down. So we only got like a headshot and a handle, I think, is all we got to see. Antonio, the bass man, and Chris, their former drummer, and then Alex on violin. Let me write this down real quick. I don't need that anymore. Okay, so Alex, violin, Antonio, bass, Chris, drummer, or drums, not drummer, drums. There we go. I like to play instruments with people, so I'm able to kind of put that in my head. Let's see. My son plays double bass, a great instrument. Double bass. How does that work? Is it just bigger? Isn't that Rich on drums? Oh, it's Rich. Okay. That's Rich. Let's see. Okay. So we got Richard on drums there. Okay, cool. So we have them. So they're not like a different group per se. They just perform with live sessions. Okay. Or are they like part of a group and like they just do stuff together as well? I left my water in the other room. That sucks. Oh well. But yeah, this is great. I'm loving the energy of this performance. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of it. Here we go. Yeah, I think he is standing up.
Sally's in the garden sifting sand. The hog-eye man sitting hand in hand with a hog-eye-o. Roll the boat ashore with a hog-eye. Steady on the jig with a hog-eye.
Oh, I did see somebody in the back, and I thought they had an instrument too, but they're just kind of vibing in the back. It looks like they're just they got headphones on. They're probably doing some sort of like production aspects.
If do got chiggers in his feet and he can't wear shoes with a hog-eye-o. Roll the boat ashore with a hog-eye. Steady on the jig with a hog-eye-o. She wants the hog-eye man. Oh, a hog-eye ship and a hog-eye crew. A hog-eye mate and a skipper too with a hog-eye-o. Roll the boat ashore with a hog-eye. Steady on the jig with a hog-eye-o. She wants the hog-eye man. Jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the hog-eye man.
That was great.
Steady on the jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the hog-eye man.
Yeah, it was Rich on drums. That's cool. They named everybody in the video there. That's great. Love it. I love when musicians do that. We've seen that a few times. Who else does that? It was I don't think no, it was not Salts. It was who was it? Dirty Loops. It was Dirty Loops. They do the credits and everything. I was trying to think. I had them like visually, but I couldn't think of the name of the group. They do that too with the credits. Yeah, the energy they brought to this was just fantastic. The harmony that they have and just singing individually was great as well. Different like harmonies at the same time, singing like duets basically. It was like they kind of alternated, which I thought was great as well. We we kind of got a shot of I had the names and I lost them. We kind of got a shot of Antonio, but not really. We got a shot of everybody else. We got to see Rich on drums. We got to see Alex playing the violin. We only got like a side shot of Antonio playing the it said double bass, which I'm not really sure what the difference between a bass and a double bass is. I guess we can find out. Versus bass. Images. Well, that's not helpful. There isn't one. That bums me out. Okay. Anyway, side tangent that is not getting me anywhere. Yeah, I definitely love how they went about that, even with the percussion segment where it was just the stick and the drums just for a little moment. I thought was great as well. Yeah, everything about this I definitely love. This is great. Let's see. That is the double bass Antonio's playing. Not official band members, but very important members of the team. I think that's Paul doing the recording. Probably some recording magic person. Antonio was on tour with them in the U.S. Rich has stepped back, but they have another friend called Florin who plays drums for them now. Okay. I have no idea why my brain went to Chris rather than Rich. It kind of rhymes. That's true. I'm just too lazy to type double bass. Bass equal double bass. So it's the same thing. Okay. Because like I guess like a bass like for string instruments, and then you have a bass guitar. I guess this one is bigger, so I guess that does. By comparison, it is a double bass. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. I get that now. I learned something today. That's great. All right, so we are caught up on priority requests. So I'll go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and load up a couple of these. I'll load up 3 for now. Oz, we're not ready. Mark, we're not ready. Arlena, we're not ready. Don't do it. And then Katie, I only saw the first name. That's as far as I got. We're also not ready. Okay. Real quick, before we start with knocking down the list, I got to go take my meds. And I kind of want to get my water anyway. And I should probably give the cats a snack so they won't freak out. So I'm going to do a quick BRB, and then we will get started. Be right back, guys. Okay, I have returned. All right, let me catch up on chat real quick. Yeah, I guess bass normally refers to bass guitar. Pyrola, it does. But even in orchestra, we call them basses, aka string bass. That might be the way to go. But even then, you know, it is what it is. All right, so let me go ahead and share the link real quick. There we go. Cool. It's so weird. You can't do that. Okay. It's fine. It's whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Callie's submission. This is Mark Martel singing Queen's Somebody to Love. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Each morning I get up, I tired look, can barely stand my fear. Take a look in the mirror and cry, Lord, what you do to me? I've spent all my years and believe in you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love? Yeah. I work hard every day of my life. I work till I can my bones. At the end of the day, I take home my hard-earned pay all on my own. I go down on my knees and I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love?
Pause right there. Again, another segment where I thought we were further in than we actually are. That's okay though. It's such a great song, and how they're going about this is really cool. So they're all in different locations. My question is, are they all live recording this, or did they each record their portion and then kind of spliced it together in post production? That would be my main question for that. I don't think I have any other questions in terms of that, other than like we got to see the names at the beginning, and that's about all I remember. Let me see. So Oscar's on drums. Mike is on bass. I can't read. I think it says Brandon. It's a little hard to see. I could just go and look. Let's see. I want that. Put this over here. Get rid of those. 125. Let's go check it out. All right, Tristan in Toronto, Brandon in Wichita, I'm guessing Kansas, Mike in Toronto, Mark's in Nashville, and then Oscar is in New York City. Okay. Probably should write those down. That may come in handy. Drums, guitar, keyboard, and bass. There we go. Okay, there we go. Cool. And then we're at 125. All right, there we go. We got all our information. At first, I didn't see the keyboard that Brandon had. I always saw him was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, I wonder what he's gonna do. So he's doing keyboard when Mark steps off. So I guess they're alternating, or maybe they're going to like play together at some point. I'm not really sure. It is really cool how they're going about this as well. And of course, Mark, has that quintessential Freddie Mercury like persona going throughout this. I didn't know he was gonna get up and have a second microphone and just perform that way. So that's definitely awesome. The instrumentation's hitting pretty hard as well. It might be a little bit heavier. Maybe heavier is not the right word. Maybe louder is more accurate than Queen's version. I think that might be the right verbiage for this performance. The harmony that we have between Tristan and Mike and Brandon and Mark just all together just sounds like really nice as well. But yeah, this performance is really cool. I also like how we have like different, you know, camera angles for everybody, so that's really cool. Yeah, I'm definitely loving this for sure. Let's see here. This was I think in jazz and rock music they often call it a standing bass. Okay, so we have standing bass, we have double bass, we have bass string, and then we have bass guitar. I can remember all that, probably not, but you know, we'll get there eventually somehow, maybe, kind of, sort of. Let's see, this was Valentine's Day release, hence the color and the hearts. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that now, with all the designs that they had at the beginning. Recorded towards the end of pandemic. They have a different drummer now. Okay. Mark is from Montreal, but is based in Nashville. I think I do vaguely remember that. Possibly. Can't 100% remember. New drummer is Brandon. So, wait. The person on keyboard, Brandon, or a different Brandon? Speaking of drummers, Rush is going on tour again with a new drummer. Really? That's going to be interesting. I wonder how the Rush fans are handling that. So they have two Brandons. Okay. So this is his backing band, right? This is, or is this the, not his backing band. This is the Queen Extravaganza. Like, is that who this is, or is this something else completely? Let me get some water real quick. I'm a little thirsty. Nope, his own band. Okay, so this is separate from Queen Extravaganza. Okay. All right, cool. Back it up. There we go. Let's just do that. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really see this second microphone somehow. I think because I was just trying to look at everything all at once, so I didn't know there was going to be a second microphone. So that is kind of cool. Band's name is One Vision of Queen. Okay, cool. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and finish this off. Here we go. Solid guitar playing, man.
Somebody to love, find me somebody to love, find me somebody.
The range he has, the deeper notes and the higher notes, definitely great.
Somebody
Cool. Definitely fantastic. They really knocked this cover out of the park. They did everything perfect. There were like small segments where Mark, I thought he was gonna hold notes longer than he did. So it kind of subverted my expectation a little bit. But even then, like just the range that he's able to go is incredible. It just took the mic. I'm guessing when he switched mics, he probably hit a switch because I'm sure both of them weren't active at the same time, because that would create like some like crazy feedback, I'd have to imagine. So I'm pretty sure he hit a switch to switch it from one to the other, and then that's why he was able to get up with that one. And then the mic hadn't even reached its final form. He got the mic stand and built it up and everything, so he's able to clap and everything. So that was really cool. Yeah, I mean, just the instrumentation of this was incredible as well. The drums, the guitar, the bass, the other keyboards. So it was really cool having, you know, two different people play keyboards. Kind of a downer, we didn't get to see both of them play at the same time. I don't know if that ever happens for their group. I have no idea. Also, it did say in the title, One Vision of Queen. So I read it. I don't think it registered. And then now that you mentioned that's who, you know, they are, I see it now. It kind of makes more sense. But yeah, this was a phenomenal performance. So this was, you know, you said at the end of the pandemic. So did they live stream themselves doing this, or did each of them record their own part and then they kind of spliced it together in post-production? I feel like that's probably what it was if I had to guess, but I don't 100%, I don't know. I got no clue. That would be something that would be cool to learn. But yeah, this was phenomenal. Definitely liked that. Let's see. Tristan on guitar is well known. Used to play for a bunch of different groups. Think Trans-Siberian Orchestra was one, and maybe even Queen. That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm back. Hi, back. Welcome back. The standard of the voices on today's request is top tier. I think so. Yeah. Every group so far, the singing has been top notch. Let's see. Such a great Queen song, original or any cover. It really is. There's just something about it that kind of has that doo-wop feel to it. And I think Mark wearing the leather jacket, I think kind of goes along with that. You know, maybe that's what it is that I'm hearing. Mark's wife is usually off camera, also his manager. They probably do some behind the scenes stuff. That would be cool. No idea how it was recorded. I feel like, yeah, it's probably a post-production kind of thing. I think that definitely, it has to be, right? It's Queen's gospel song. I can kind of see that too. I think the last verse was not fully there. Yeah, I can add it if it's not, maybe. I'm assuming you're talking about the next one. Oh, it's all there. It's just it cuts off after a certain point. So basically, I would have to do. Oh yeah, because I'd have to scroll. I see it. Yeah, everything's there. You good? Everything there. There we go. They'd have to record separately. You can't really see. Yeah, because there would be a delay and stuff. You're right. Yeah, that is true. Freddie said his favorite song or favorite one that he wrote. Really, it's a good song. It really is. It definitely shows Freddie's range as well. Like he's got the high notes. He can hold notes. He's got the lower registry as well for, you know, at some moments, which is really cool. But yeah, definitely a phenomenal performance. They knocked that one out of the park. Why did you do that? Don't do that. That was rude. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and copy this over. And then we need OBS. There we go. I think High Roller reminded me every single time. I'm starting to remember. But I'm not 100% there yet. I got a feeling I still need a few weeks before we get there. So this was Popstar's submission. This is, I'm probably going to butcher the last name, so I do apologize. Albin Skenderaj featuring Arlena Ara. And this is in 6K resolution. We're at 6K now. This was 4 years ago, and we're at, I thought we were at 4K. Dear Lord. So this is a AI She, and I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it translates to "Do you see them?" So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna put this on a notepad. There we go. Hopefully I got it all. I'm sure we did. Let me see. Bring this down just so yeah, I copied it all. Cool. All right, we got it all. So I have that over to the side, and I'll be able to refer to that in a little while. Make that a little bigger. There we go. In fact, we can do that. I can increase the font size so I can read. I can read, y'all. It's great. All right, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. I don't know. It's something that like pop music was doing for a little while. I don't know if it's still a thing or not, but I've never been a huge fan of it. I mean, even Linkin Park did it on their album One More Light for a couple of songs, and even then, like it wasn't something I was ever a huge fan of, because I feel like it's overproduced, and it just kind of overrides their vocal talent. Like both of them, we got to hear, they sing fantastic. They don't need that, you know. It's just a little too over the top, I feel like. And we got to hear that during the beginning, like when he was doing the chorus. It was just, I don't know. There was just something about it I don't vibe with as much. But that would be like my only gripe about the song. I think they have great harmony. Like I definitely called that. I already knew they were going to, just based on how he sung and how we know like she sings. Like it's just it fit really well. The different portions of the song, we when we were getting closer to the end, there was like almost this like ukulele style with like a box that they were hitting. That's kind of what it sounded like, and it was just like completely different from the rest of the song. And I definitely liked that. It seemed like they kind of broke this into like 3 or 4 different parts, and each part just had something different to it, which I really thought was cool. And the visuals that we got as well were really nice. The sky, at times it kind of had like a very starry look, and at times it was just, you know, very bright and, you know, middle of the day, obviously. So I don't know if that was like, I don't know if that's actually a real thing that you could see, you know, like not in the city, because city lights always like ruin starlight and everything. So I don't know if that's actually a visual thing you get to see out in the middle of nowhere, basically. If it is, that is phenomenal. And if it's just like something they added in, you know, in post-production, I still think it's really cool. I just think it would be really cool to see in real life, you know. But yeah, I thought it was a really cool video. Again, just the minor complaints, but beyond that, I think it was a really awesome song. Let's see here. He's a great Albanian singer too. Definitely awesome. Yeah, he definitely has great vocal talent for sure. I wish America did not flood the world's music so comprehensively so more artists from around the world could be heard everywhere. I mean, if you think about it, it feels like every decade, one part of the world kind of dominated when it comes to music. You know, like 60s was primarily, you know, like England. Like we had, you know, Ozzy, we had The Who, Zeppelin was coming in, the Stones and the Beatles, the Kings. Like 60s was dominated by Europe. Really, America only really started to come out in the 80s, maybe 70s, but definitely started in the 80s. But I don't know. It's just record companies, they know what's going to hit like super hard with mainstream audiences. So you gotta blame mainstream audience for what is on the air. You know, just blame them. It's their fault. You know. All right, so we can do these. I'm gonna make that green. Oh my god. I wonder if I can like bring that up. Yay! Okay, cool. All right, that's gonna help a little bit. Let's see. I want OBS back. There we go. Ian, a part of that is your own country. Here we have a percentage of Canadian content that has to be played on the radio. I think we get a better blend. I mean, Australia has, at the very least, AC/DC and John Farnham, but yeah, I feel like AC/DC is really the only one that came over here. I Do we count Sick Puppies as Australian? I guess we do. It would be an Australian rock band, but their guitarist, yeah, their guitarist I think is from Texas, which is kind of cool if I remember right. So it's Australian infused at this point because the original singer kind of ducked out for some reason. He wanted to cancel the band. He was like, no. Nope, I lied. It's only 35%. Thing is, most of the time you don't know where bands are from. I mean, especially back then. Now it's a lot easier because we have the internet. We have, at the very least, Wikipedia as people say it's like unreliable as a source, but I mean, there's a lot of sources on Wikipedia that you can just fact check really quick. It's not super hard. I use Wikipedia a lot when it comes to music, and hasn't it hasn't let me down yet for the most part. Sometimes there's not stuff on there, but beyond that, I get a decent amount of my stuff from there, and other websites like Lyrics I'll pull from Google going into genius.com. This discussion is why I'm on YouTube checking out music, though. That is true. Yeah, we get to see all kinds of different music here, which is definitely awesome. Speaking of, the next one, this is from Ian. Speaking of, Ian, it's your turn. Look at that. This is, let me see, Katie Noonan with Karen Shop. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing these. I'm not 100% sure if I'm getting them right or not. I believe the song's name is Heart's a Mess. And the information we got here, my favorite all-time Australian singer covering, how do you pronounce this group's name? Guiote? Is that, they're the ones that did Someone I Used to Know, yeah. I didn't know they had other songs, I'm gonna be honest. They dropped one song, it was a one-hit wonder, and then they dipped. So I didn't know they had another one. Cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
Pick apart the pieces of your heart. Let me peer inside.
Love that bass too.
Let me in where only your thoughts have been. Let me occupy your mind as you do mine.
I cannot read sheet music to save my life.
Your heart's a mess. You want a man to end. It makes no sense, but I'm desperate to connect.
She can hit some notes, man. That's great.
You can live like this. You have lost. Too much love. To fear, doubt, and distrust. Not enough. You just threw away the key. To your heart. Don't get through. Nothing gets through. It makes it easier on you, but much more difficult for me to make you see.
Pause right there. So she's playing. So I don't know who is who. I'm assuming Katie is the singer and Karen is the one playing the guitar. Making assumptions right now. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. So I'm just gonna go by that until I get told otherwise. Katie's vocal range is fantastic. She's able to hit some really high notes, which is definitely awesome. She's got, I can tell she's got some power behind her vocals, which is definitely awesome. I'm hearing a bass throughout this, and we've talked about like the string bass a couple of times today, but I don't know if it is that or if it's just the drum that's making it sound like that. I don't really know. And then Karen playing the guitar, she's hitting the like the little, I forgot what they're called because I know it's a fretboard, right? But you have the things that separate the frets, and I think she's playing on that. I think it's called harmonics, but I can't remember. But it sounds like she's playing on those. And then she's also doing some really cool like strumming techniques as well, which I definitely like. And then it seems like there's a bit of a progression with what's being added throughout this. We get some backing vocals during the second verse, and I feel like there might be an extra instrument in there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's really cool how they're going about this. I don't know how close this is to the original, so I don't know if it's like a pretty faithful cover or if they're doing their own thing completely. Like if they are, this is like a really awesome song. I definitely like that. Yeah, I'm definitely loving this performance. It's great. Let's see here. Oops. Go TA. That's right. I knew I was saying it wrong. Go TA. Thank you. Sounds like Didpo. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, Dido. I was about to say I don't know who that is. Even then, I've heard the name Dido, and I think they did a song on Scrubs maybe one time, but that's about all I know. And that she's a singer. Good afternoon, Ace. Still taking requests. Always Saiyan League. Welcome in. How are you? Beautiful music. It really is, yeah. Katie's the singer. Yes. Regarded as one of our best voices, sings a wide variety of musical styles. That's awesome. So is this cover faithful to the original, or are they going about it their own direct, like this is their own spin on it? That would be like my main question. Or should I just listen to the original and find out for myself? Slow down a little bit, but similar. GoTA is a solo artist. This their only other hit. I don't think I ever heard it. I've heard somebody I used to know, and I think they were supposed to have Katy Perry in the video, and she like said no or something, and they have somebody that is kind of like a lookalike. But that's, I think that was it. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and check the rest of this out. Here we go. It kind of has like a jazz vibe, the way they're going with the beat and everything.
So there you are, my love.
How hard she's hitting the stick on the side of the drum does not match the sound that it's making. It sounds like it would be way louder. was a cool echo.
It makes no sense, but I'm desperate to convince.
She has range, man. That's crazy.
Safe, you won't get hurt if you stay chaste, so you can wait. I don't want to waste my love.
It's a really cool way to play guitar. Yeah, definitely a phenomenal performance. Just how Karen was able to play guitar with like I'm pretty sure it's called harmonics when you play on those bars themselves. I don't 100% know, but just that style of playing, doing the rapid like strumming, and just how she's able to space her fingers across 4 different frets, especially when you're on the lower end of the fretboard. That's just, it's hard to do. It hurts. Like I cannot stretch my fingers that far like comfortably and play the guitar. So I always think it's really awesome when people are able to. Katie's range is incredible as well. And yeah, just when she's playing the drum, it just, I'm guessing that's what it is. It sounds like a bass to me, but like she's playing the drum and it just has that bass sound. When she's hitting the side of the drum with the stick, she's hitting it harder than how it sounds. At least that's kind of what it looks like. So it's crazy. That's all the sound that we get from that. But yeah, they did a phenomenal job with this performance. I definitely liked that. Even the backing vocals that we got at one point, and the echoing effect that we got through that, I thought was really cool as well. But yeah, definitely fantastic. Let's see here. Never likes Gautier. Yeah, I don't know. I never got into him. And I thought they only had the one song, so I learned something today. Bought you a coffee, Mr. Ace. Well, thank you very much, Stanley. We'll check that out in a second. My chat is freezing a lot. I hate when that happens. I don't know if refreshing helps or not. That may or may not alleviate that. Let's see. Beautiful song. It really was, yeah. She was originally opera trained, and her mother was a renowned opera singer. I can kind of see that, yeah. Yeah, that was perfection. The instrumentation and the singer, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Great on that one. So here's the cool thing, Stanley. I don't know if you've been here since I mentioned this, but I found a way to automate Buy Me a Coffee into a spreadsheet. It's a separate spreadsheet from this one, but I have it pulled up so I'm able to see when those come in. So I don't miss any anymore, because that happened a few weeks ago and I felt horrible. So I was like, never again. So yes, I do see that we have one. Don't have any information on it, so I'm gonna go down here and put that there. We're gonna go right there, and then I'm gonna do this, do that, and I'm also gonna do this, so we can highlight this. Actually, wait. Need to highlight names too. keep everything copacetic and symmetrical. That'd be great. All right, so we're doing this one now. Let's see here. It's Prince. I see that. All right. Share the link. There we go. Oh, nice. Yeah, I thought it was so cool. I went researching because I was at the office and I saw one come in and it's still. Oh yeah. So let me backtrack a bit. I found this after that had happened, and I set it up and everything. Didn't set it up 100% correct. So I got an email that said, "Hey, one came in, but there's an error. It didn't work properly." All right, okay, cool. Excuse me. Another one came in while I was working at the office, and I saw that. I was like, "I got to figure this out." Turns out there is an AI like chat thing that you can do and have it set it up for you, and it set it up properly for me, and I thought it was fantastic. I definitely loved that. So I was happy about that. So now we have that set up. Off to work. Have a great stream. We'll watch the rest later. Hopefully, the last week's is blocked for another couple weeks, unfortunately. So if you can't see it later on, it'll be up in a month. Yeah, gotta love copyrights. Ace Smooth with the link now. I'm getting better. I am getting better. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and paste it here. Okay, so you said we're not starting Prince. Hold on. The song, or it starts at 4:33 and ends at 8:55. Right here. Back it up a little bit. Okay. So the song is called God, I'm guessing, based on how this is broken down. Let me know. I'll type it up for now as that, and if it's something else, let me know. It looks like this is an audio only, and let me just back it up a bit. So this is a priority request sent in by Saiyan League, so thank you very much for that request. This is Prince. It looks like this is like a whole thing. It's a 16-minute video of an audio. Is there anything in here? No. Okay. I mean, it breaks down the song and everything. So this was back in February of 1984. It says piano rehearsal sunset sound. There's a quote there and copyright. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's a way for me to catch 2 minutes-ish. I wish there was, you know. Anyway, let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. We get to see him sing and play guitar a lot, but I don't feel like we get to see him play piano all that much. Like we've seen him play piano a number of times, but I feel like he plays guitar way more than piano. So it's really cool hearing him play piano. Oh, it's picking up. It's almost like a movie soundtrack. That's the kind of quality I feel like it is. That's definitely awesome. I'm going to guess, since it says piano rehearsal, this is instrumental only. So far, it's only been piano. It's playing, wow. Pause right there. Well, we only had about a minute or so. That's fine. Yeah, so it seems like this is instrumental only, which I don't think I've heard from Prince before. I think every single performance I've checked out, he's sung, at least some caliber. So it is really kind of refreshing to know that there were instrumental portions that he did like this. That's really cool. I definitely like that. And yeah, like I said, I've seen him play guitar, I've seen him play piano, drum, like I've seen all these different instruments, but the primary one I've seen him do is guitar. So it's really cool to be able to hear him play piano, like, because again, I've seen him play piano a couple times, but it's like, it's not like it's a few and far between, but it's like not nearly as many as the guitar performances. That makes sense. So it's really cool to see him do like other things as well. And yeah, just how he's playing this, it just has this like a movie soundtrack quality, which is definitely awesome. Like it's this really beautiful piece, and there's times where it's a little bit, I guess more subtle. There's times when he puts a lot more energy into it, like all those notes that he was playing when he was going down and then going back up. Like it's really awesome to hear that. He's definitely like a true pianist. Like, it's fantastic. I'm definitely enjoying it. Let's see here. You pick up on things so well. You're right. Actually, this song is for his Purple Rain movie. Okay, that makes sense because it is from 1984. Purple Rain was 85? Nope, 84. Mid 84. Okay. Oh yeah, so this was right before. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Yes, Prince has hundreds of piano instrumental compositions. Is that the only like instrumental that he did, or did he have like guitar like songs that were just like where he played guitar and nothing else, like kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like we know he has this, which is definitely fantastic, which is, great, but did he ever have like guitar only songs kind of thing? It's really cool with a pure piano piece. It really is, yeah. Yes, guitar instrumentals too. That's awesome. So yeah, he not only did singing, but he did stuff like that. That's great. I definitely like that. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Wait. Plectrum Electrum is one of my favorite ones from him. It's guitar only. That sounds familiar, and I don't know why. I can't remember. I feel like that's been shown to me before, and I don't remember if that's one I checked out or not. I can't remember, like, at all. It is a cool title, and it kind of rhymes. Let's go ahead and get back to this. Here we go. So did he play like not all of, but the majority of the music for the film? Because I know there were a couple other groups in there that did music, but like, did he record all of the music that was played in between all of that as well? guessing that's going into the next one. Okay, so this is Raspberry Beret. So the song Gods, did it have lyrics or was it an instrumental only piece? That was my next question. Seeing that, I was like, okay, that one I know has words, but I don't know that Gods does. That would be a question that I had. But yeah, just everything he put into this was fantastic. The way he arranged it was definitely great. There's really I really don't know what else to say. It's just it was a great piece. I loved it. Yes, it's almost over already. Yay. This is just him rehearsing too, which is amazing. There's a vocal version too of this song. Okay, yeah, cool. I wasn't really sure, but that makes sense. The song is about his love for God. Gotcha. Yeah, because he, I don't remember if he was Christian, but he was a Jehovah's Witness for a while, right? And I don't know if there was like stages of religion with him or not. I know those two though. At the very, or I know at least the Jehovah's Witness thing. But yeah, definitely great piece. Very well done. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these pulled up. I'm gonna pause these. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Andy, don't you dare. Hey, voice plate, stop it.
You know, we go to that part of the show where
I'll need to stop. I'm not ready yet. Okay. Let's see. He wasn't religious here, but yes, Jehovah Witness later on that. That's what it was. Gotcha. Dolo Jaden, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Welcome in. How is it going? Prince's classical piano work is what I listen to when honestly, that is great studying music. I like that. Okay, before we jump into the next set, I need to use the restroom, so I'm going to take a quick potty break and I will be right back. Okay, I have returned. We're about to jump into an ad break on the purple platform. Why am I pouring it like this? I have a lid for a reason. Jeez. There we go. That's better. I know what you're thinking. Why don't I just drink it from that? I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. Pretty good. How are y'all? I am doing pretty well. I had a pretty good weekend. You know, this is the last day of the weekend. We're just, you know, kind of vibing with requests from everybody. It's been really great. I've been enjoying it. So yeah, doing good with that. Let's see. Just made a new song. Yeah, if you want to drop it in there's a link for the form. It's a Google Doc form. You can just submit it on there, and then it'll get added to the list, and we'll check them out in order. I don't think we have too many right now. We got the next three up right there. We have another hour, so I'm relatively sure we can get through at least 6 or 7. So, don't wait too long to drop it in, because other people will probably drop some more in. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, can definitely take a crack at it. So we're about to jump into an ad break on the purple, not on the red. I don't know how ads work on the red app. I got no clue. But on the purple one, they happen every hour, and I get a notification and everything. So I'm gonna hold off on. I guess we can just pop the music back up for a little bit, since we're not gonna start yet. And I don't want anybody left out. If I could remove ads, I 100% would. I think they are pointless, in my experience. They just get in the way. Can I just force it to happen? It's taking too long. Okay, there we go. I forced the ad break because it said it was happening and it wasn't happening. So I'm just gonna fix that. So we'll get started after that happens. But I went ahead and shared the link for the next one that we're doing. So this is from Pyrola. This is Andy from The Longest Johns performing a song on his own. I guess I didn't know that they did anything on their own, so that's really cool. So this is a Me Without You cover. I'm guessing the original is from Me Without You. Okay, so yeah, that's right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go. He had really long hair back in the day.
Through mostly vacant streets, a baker from the outskirts of his town earned his living peddling sweets from the ragged cart dragged around. The clever fox crept close behind and kept an ever watchful eye for a chance to steal a ginger spice cake or a boysenberry pie.
That's kind of cool.
Looking down was the hungry crow. When the time is right, I'll strike and condescend to the earth below and take whichever treat I like. The moment the baker turned around to shoo the fox off from his cart, the crow swooped down and snatched a shortbread cookie and a German chocolate tart. Using most unfriendly words, the village children had not yet heard. The baker shouted threats by canzonet to curse the crafty bird. You rotten wooden mixing spoon, why you midnight wing raccoon? You better bring those pastries back, you no good burn black macaroon. The fox approached the tree where
Pause right there. So this isn't just him. Okay, I thought it was just gonna be a solo work. So that's really cool. That's not JD, is it? That's somebody else. It kind of looks like JD. May or may not be. Not really sure. So we have Andy just playing throughout this on guitar. He's singing. I feel like the mic might be a little far away because the guitar is definitely louder than he is. But minor, very, very minor complaints. Definitely great with the guitar and the vocals throughout this. And even doing some whistling, which is really cool. Having the video pop up with the glass bottles and somebody, I don't really know who exactly, but clanking them to go along with the song is a really nice touch as well. And then yeah, we have accordion. I'm assuming it's kind of small for an accordion. I don't know all the different sizes of of accordions, but just bringing that in as well, I think that's really cool. As it brings this like unexpected touch to the performance, and it's like stuff you're not expecting because you're thinking it's going to be a a solo piece, but no, we have other people come in, which is really cool. But yeah, the performance is fantastic. I'm definitely enjoying it for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, Andy has his own YouTube channel, or had. He doesn't actually use it anymore. Yeah, because this is from like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. So that makes sense. And he's even promoting like, the Longest Johns on here at this point. And apparently they had or still have Twitch. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know if they stream on there or not, but that's kind of cool. Do you recognize that guy? Oh, that's Dave. Okay. Yeah, I definitely did not think that, because I saw the glasses, so I was thinking, JD, but I was wrong. My bad. Yummy. Maybe Yummy. This video is 13 years old, so I guess he didn't have the best equipment. He didn't really need the best equipment. He has the mic stand and everything, which is really cool. Wait, is that the same mic? No, that's a different mic, because that one's like cone shaped and this one's standard. I guess standard. I don't know. They don't have much time for streaming on Twitch these days, so it's mostly Sam, JD's brother. Oh, who streams there? Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Do they use it for gaming or just... Oh, yeah, because it says gaming. So I guess they use it for gaming. That makes sense. Yeah, this is definitely a cool performance. Did not realize that was Dave at all because he always has the beard. So this was pre-beard era. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of it. Here we go.
The fox approached the tree where the bird was perched, delighted in his nest. Brother Crow, don't you remember me? It's your old friend Fox with a home request. If you could share just a modest piece, seeing as I distracted that awful man, just failed to persuade the crow in the least, so the fox rethought his plan. If your lovely song would grace my ears, or to even hear you speak, would ease my pains and fears. Well, the crow looked down with a candy in his beak. Your poems of wisdom, my good crow, what a paradise they bring. This flattery pleased the proud bird, so he opened his mouth and began to sing. Your subtle acclamations true.
So somebody else is singing, okay? I'm assuming that's Dave singing.
They admire me one and all. Must be the passion in my core.
And maybe somebody else? So I feel like I'm hearing somebody else over here. Unless they were just stacking vocals. That's also a possibility.
Well, I've got a walnut brownie brain, and molasses in my veins, crushed graham cracker crust, my sugar powdered funnel cake cocaine. Let the crescent cookie rise, these carrot colored almond eyes will rest. See my cashew princess in the swirling marble skies. Will rest upon the knee where all the visions cease to be. A root beer float in a banana boat across the tapioca sea. When letting all attachments go is the only prayer we know. May it be so, may it be so, may it be so. Oh, oh.
You're most welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. So was this pre The Longest Johns, or were they already in a group together and this is just something he was doing kind of on the side? I don't remember if y'all mentioned what year they formed. I can't really remember. But yeah, just the bottle aspect I think is really cool. Bringing in the accordion, bringing in the banjo as well. I think that's a nice touch. Just the harmony that we had throughout this. I can't tell if it's 2 or 3 people singing all together, because it sounds like on one side it's one person, and then we have Andy in the middle, and then it sounds like we have two people over here. And I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it sounded like to me. But yeah, it's definitely a great song. I don't know how faithful the cover was to the original, but I think it sounded fantastic. I definitely liked it. Let me see. During the COVID days, they streamed a lot of Sea of Thieves. That honestly, you know what? That tracks. That makes a lot of sense. And they had a habit of boarding people's ships just to sing to them. I've never actually played, and I know I've seen a couple people play, but I never actually. It was pretty much just people like stocking up, getting ready to sail, but I didn't watch anybody sail, so I don't know how all that works. I have no clue. Sounds like two Annies, but I'm not sure. It's so weird to see them this young, especially Dave. He looks like a little baby. Yeah, like no beard. Andy had like really long hair, which I don't know at what point he cut it. It looks like over here, maybe he cut it about somewhere between. When was this? This was 13 years ago, right? Yeah, 13 years ago. Somewhere between the 3-year period, it looks like he cut it. I mean, he kind of has it cut here too. So at some point, he cut it. That's kind of weird. Interesting. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is like, would you prefer him to have long hair, or do you like him as is? Kind of thing. I got no clue. I think this is the same year they started. Interesting. Okay, so that might be why Dave was in the video, and maybe they were kind of just getting trying out some stuff and doing some side stuff, seeing what all worked and stuff. That kind of cool. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun with that one. Let's go ahead and do these. All right, so this is number 8. All right. He cut it in 2022, so I guess a few long hair periods. Valid. I had a couple of long hair periods as well, so I get that. So this next one, I'm gonna do the link. There we go. There we go. This next one was sent in by VDoin. This is VoicePlay's newest release, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. I think maybe I did see this one up, but it didn't register that, I don't know. Maybe I just like saw it and didn't really think anything of it. I got no clue. But yeah, J Nun's featured in this one as well. It mentions #country, so I don't know how country this is gonna get. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. That growl.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind, cause he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man's on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stone and said, well, let me tell you what, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you're playing pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I'll bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, cause I think I'm better than you. I said, well, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're gonna regret, cause I'm the best that's ever been.
Johnny, you're rising up your bow and play your fiddle hard, cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get the shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul.
And he said, I'll start this show. Fire flew from his fingertips as he rised.
Great effects.
Then he pulled his bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And then a band of demons joined in and it sounded something like this.
Bringing in the Hall of the Mountain King. cool. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I can kind of see that the aspect of it potentially being, Halloween-esque, because sometimes you have, devil imagery and stuff, so that kind of makes a little sense. Who's playing the devil, speaking of, because it doesn't look like it's any of the 5 of them. I could be wrong, but I really doubt that it is. It's really cool seeing Lane play the violin. I don't remember, because we've seen them play instruments and stuff. So was it Lane that played the violin during Nothing Else Matters? I can't remember. Somebody did. I just can't remember exactly who it was at this point. But it is really cool seeing that, seeing the dueling that we're about to get during this, which is really cool. Having Jeff basically be the narrator for the story, I think, is very fitting. It definitely works. And then you had Ellie, J-Nun, and Caesar do the backing vocals for like I guess in the terms of the story, basically the people telling Johnny about the violin, about the deal with the devil, so to speak. And then the effects that we're getting throughout this as well are really cool. The fire on the bow, I definitely liked. I guess it would be like a possession kind of thing while he was playing. Everybody was like getting closer and closer to Lane during that, so that was really cool. You can kind of see it in their eyes, the little lighting effect that they did. And then yeah, I mean everything about this is definitely awesome. Based on the story, I'm kind of curious how the song is going to end in this. I'm definitely interested to see that. It was also really cool bringing in that little bit from the Hall of the Mountain King. Just that little tidbit of like an Easter egg, because they have performed that as well, if I remember right. I think I did a reaction to that, and I ended up scrapping it because I just didn't like how it turned out. So I have actually checked that one out. It just will never see the light of day, unfortunately. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm definitely enjoying it. Let me see. Prefer Andy with the long hair he has now. Not as big of a fan of the rather messy dreadlocks he used to have. It was like dreadlock-esque, yeah. I think you're right. I was kind of seeing it, and I saw a couple of strands that looked like maybe they were dreadlock, but the rest of it didn't look so much, so I wasn't really 100% sure. Loving the 4th appearance of the extremely talented violin, or Fiddlestein. Stein. It'd be Stein, yeah. That makes sense, yeah. I get that. The violin, Fiddlestein, yeah. In a voice play music video, this fiddlin was very different from the classical violin, but he mastered it. Yeah, it is really cool how he's going about it. Let's see. Lane did the actual fiddle playing for both parts, Johnny and the devil. Yeah, I'm assuming whoever's playing the devil, like, he's playing the fiddle, the violin during this, but I'm assuming the instrumental part for that is probably being added in post-production. I would have to guess. The devil is a Bucky. He was in Drunken Sailor. The devil is a Bucky. He was in Drunken Sailor. Oh, so another performance. Okay. Lane had 11 years of classical violin lessons beginning at age 4. Wow, that's crazy. I know I've seen Lane playing violin before. Bucky was a voice play member 2006-ish. Okay. So it's another... I'm assuming Bucky is somebody that kind of works behind the scenes now, so more so, or did he just come back for this part? Yes, also in Warriors and The Lion Sleeps Tonight. In addition to Nothing Else Matters. Warriors is so great. I remember people mentioning Warriors, and I never got around to checking it out. Yes, they did in the Hall of the Mountain King a bit of it in Classical Chaos too. Okay, cool. So they've added that in a couple of times. That's cool. That's some great callbacks, I feel like. Yeah, this is fantastic. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of it. Here we go.
devil finished, Johnny said, "Well, you're pretty good, old son, but just sit down in that chair right there. Let me show you how it's done."
Fire in the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house with the rising sun. The chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Granny does your dog bite, no child, no.
Head because he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. And Johnny said, "Well, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best it's ever been."
He played fire in the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house with the rising sun. The chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Granny, will your dog bite, no child, no.
The little beat that brought in, I thought was really cool.
No child, no.
And he said, "I'll start this show." Fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. Then he pulled his bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And then a band of demons joined in and it sounded...
They definitely had a lot of fun with that. That's a great story that they told during that. And they added their own spin to this as well. Not only just with the a cappella singing, but even a few different notes got hit, especially at the end with Lane playing, which I definitely like. So they definitely added their own touch to it. What else? I had something else and I forgot what it was that I wanted to add. I did mention during the video that beat that kind of came in, kind of had this like, I don't want to call it a dubstep beat, but it kind of is. Maybe just electronic beat, just the EDM beat that they brought in during that. I thought was really cool. I guess we'll call it that until somebody, corrects me, tells me it's something else. But yeah, I thought, just the outfits that they had during this, the setting that they had was really cool. And then, yeah, Lane just kicked the violin. I mean, we didn't really ever find out what happened to the violin in the story. Speaking of Devil Went Down to Georgia, somebody, at least recently, I think, came up with a follow-up, like a sequel of sorts, and they're having a bunch of different violinists like audition, adding their own spin and stuff, and whoever ends up winning gets to actually be featured on that official song. So that's kind of cool. Don't remember who it is though. It just popped up when I was scrolling through videos. I was like, that's kind of cool. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun with that. What was it? Bucky, who was dressed up in the devil costume. The makeup for that was definitely really cool as well. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun. Let's see here. Drunken Sailor, I need to show you the Longest John's version of that someday. It has a lot more lyrics than it usually does, thanks to Dave's songwriting skills. That sounds cool. Bucky shows up on screen occasionally in Drunken Sailor. His hands in Zat You Santa Claus, and singing in their short I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. Is that the Making My Way Downtown song? Not 100% sure. Maybe. He did the choreography for Jeff's solo Monster Mash. Cool. He still lives and works in Orlando, so he's a buddy and around whenever they need him. Okay, I see. That's pretty cool though. Do that. Dang, my stomach's rumbling really bad. I haven't eaten lunch yet. That's probably not good. We only got a half hour left, so I can survive. All right, so this is the next one we're checking out. Let's see here. So this was sent in by Sally. This is Tim Faust and Friends, One Last Good Time. Tim gets friends together for a concert to celebrate his birthday every year. That's kind of cool. That's festive. Do we know who the friends are? Does it say? Oh, it does. Okay, so Jenica Marion, Chris Chatham, Ernie Halter, John Marion, Blake O'Connor, and Jeffrey East at the Tim Faust and Friends Birthday Bash at City Winery in Nashville earlier this year. Cool. Good thing you remembered the link since I went to fetch water. Ah, yes, the. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
You know, we go to that part of the show where if you've been coming for years, you know, now we just keep adding. You know, we start bringing some people back out, but let's go. First of all, let's bring a couple more folks out here who haven't been out. How about on drums, my father-in-law, John Marion? This is already an international affair. We've already brought one sexy Aussie out here. Should we bring another? How about Blake O'Connor? He's like a lion.
He looks like he was season 5 of Narcos. I feel pretty good about him.
The plane is overweight. Oh.
Let's wait till his hair plugs come in.
And please welcome back to the stage my better half, Jenica Marion. Is it all right if we do another Jeffrey E song for y'all? This is another one you know and love. This was a sweet and low song for those 5 minutes. But here it is, sweeter and lower. Ernie, give us, you know, one of those cool gospel-y thingies. Pass the collection plate.
I do like the setup they did for this. That's nice. It's always cool to see that.
Keeps that up. We're all going to be speaking in tongues and stuff.
Hovering Flickatat. Don't know what that means?
Well, hey there, darling. There ain't no doubt. Ship sailed below, and the flames gone out. Waving the white flag, thrown in the tide.
Alrighty, some great vocals.
But before we But they said one last good time for old time's sake. See what kind of small town trouble to make. Take a trip down memory lane. One last good time for old time's sake.
He's got some real interesting movement on stage. Okay. Wow. little further in than I thought we were, but that's okay. Yeah, this is definitely a lot of fun. They added this like gospel sound. He was like added that gospel thing, you know, and it's just that's kind of cool. So just bringing that in. So it definitely has like a bit of a gospel feel to it. The both guitars and bringing in the bass and the drums, you know, is really nice. It was kind of like this. It started off really slow, just with I forgot everybody's name. I'm gonna be honest, my bad. But the person that was singing at first, like, started off with some really great vocals, and then just everything came in like right after, which is really cool. Great harmony throughout this with everybody on stage. Yeah, I just really well done. I do like the bit of setup that we had, you know, introducing everybody, you know, at the beginning. It's just kind of really cool seeing that, you know, kind of occur on stage, you know, just right there. That way, like, you don't just like jump in the middle of it or anything. So it's really cool to see all that. Just everybody's just like really like what's the word? My brain's kind of hungry right now, so I'm spacing on words. Just the chemistry everybody has on stage is really well done as well. Clearly, everybody in the audience loves this. So I have a couple of questions. First off, is the sound going crazy because it sounds like it's like fading in and out, or is it me and my hearing is just going? I can't really tell, or maybe it's my headset. I don't know, but it definitely does sound like it's kind of traveling back and forth. So I don't know if that's me or if that's the cell phone, whoever's recorded on this. Maybe it's them. I don't know. Also, everybody in the audience, are they like friends and family, or is that like people that bought tickets for this? Like, what's going on with that? That would be my two questions for that. Let's see. My keyboard likes adding extra vowels sometimes. You know what? I just figured you were going for old-timey talk. That's what I was kind of guessing. I don't know. I mean, if that is, go for it. You know, if that's what you want to go for, it's all good. Jenica is Tim's wife, and John is his father-in-law. Yeah, I did gather that much because he said father-in-law on drums, and then he said his better half, and I was like, okay, so either that's somebody he's in a relationship with, or that's his wife, but they don't have the same last name, so I guess she got to keep her last name or something. I don't know, because I know like sometimes like musicians and actors, like they get to keep their names just for simplicity's sake, especially if they're already pretty like recognizable and well known. They don't want to like mess that up necessarily. Sometimes they change it, sometimes they don't. So I don't know if that's something that is happening in this instance. I'm not really sure. So that would be a question that I have as well, I guess. Not as much as the other two, but kind of intrigued to find out. Jeffrey is a country singer and songwriter who's written songs for Home Free and also opened for them. That's pretty cool. So did Home Free get to perform it at this as well, or what? Like what's going on with that? I guess another question. Yeah, because I can see that happening. I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty fun, actually. Is like there's a lot happening up on stage, a lot of talent. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of it. Here we go. Bringing in the slide, nice.
There's only one way to know. Let's say one last good time, old times, hey. See what small town trouble we make. Take a
Cool.
Never easy, man.
Nicely done. So yeah, I thought that the person in the back was playing bass, but no, he's playing guitar and he had a slide on his finger, so that was like really cool to see. I guess they don't really need bass because I mean they already have keyboard that can already kind of substitute in as bass, but also Tim already has a really low registry when it comes to vocals anyway, so they kind of don't need it. So that kind of makes sense. So yeah, we had two acoustic guitars and an electric guitar. So I think I said bass earlier, and I corrected myself now. But yeah, they did fantastic on this. I guess Tim wasn't really the focal point of that performance for the most part. You know, it was the person who was doing the singing at first, and then it kind of we got down to the point where it kind of like slowed down, where he was able to like sing again and just play a little guitar, like a couple of strums here and there, and sing. So I think he was like the primary singer for this, the lead, if you will, that one. But yeah, I think it's cool how they started slow, everything built up and everything, and then it kind of dropped and got slower again, and then it built back up, and then it dropped at the very end where it was just vocals and a little bit of drum. So that was really cool as well. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun with that performance. They definitely look like they were having fun on stage too. Let me see. If there are Home Free members around, they'll probably join, but it's usually during their downtime, so they're at home with family. That makes sense. It's a paid concert. Okay. Tim has a built-in bass. Yeah. Jenica was a singer and kept her maiden professionally, but these days she's more or less retired. Went back to college to study to be a therapist. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. I like that. Kind of sucks that she retired, but I mean, it is kind of hard to multitask like that, so that makes sense. All right, so we have 20 more minutes, so we'll see how far we can get. I see Marvin on here. I know Marvin has been trying to get one in for weeks. We keep stopping right before, so we'll see about getting that in. Gonna pause this time.
Cheerleader.
We're not starting yet. I don't care if there is a cheerleader. Okay, so this next one, I'm gonna do the link. I remembered. Yeah, see? All right, there we go. I got the link up and ready to go. So this next one's from a Dose supporter. We've checked this artist out before, if I remember right. That name looks familiar. Ling Tosite Secure. I know I'm butchering that, and I'm sorry. It says J-Pop X-Files. Ling Tosite is the band of TK who made the original opening for Tokyo Ghoul called Unravel. Okay, so yeah, that definitely sounds familiar, yeah. So this is the band. So it says J-Pop X-File. So I'm guessing that's the name of the song. Let me know, I'm kind of curious. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, they did a great job with this performance. Just the instrumentation alone was fantastic. How fast they were going, the distortion that we got from the guitar, especially at the end. The bass even got a little moment to shine as well, which I thought was really cool. There was like little small like editing, well, not editing, but they're like just small little effects that they had during this where they kind of muted some of the sound from the vocals and the drums, which I thought was really cool. There was some layering happening with the lead singer's vocals. That was really nice. We didn't get any harmony between we didn't get any harmony between the singers together, which a bit of a downer because I feel like it would be really well done. But I mean, even still, I think they did a fantastic job. I definitely liked this performance. Again, the energy was fantastic. But yeah, definitely like that. Let's see. W, absolutely W. I 100% agree. All right, so Let's make this a green. My phone just went. Is it a I should know about? It is a I should know about. So this is Marvin's submission. There we go. All right, so this is Walk Off the Earth, Cheerleader. And I believe this is a cover, if I had to guess, because there was a song about a cheerleader, if I remember right, a few years ago. I have no idea. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go.
Cheerleader, Walk Off the Earth. Come on, let's do this.
So I'm guessing they're in a tour bus of some sort. That's cool. They have looping effects happening.
Y'all ready?
So it appears to be just a one take, which is definitely awesome. Which they do quite often, but not moving like this.
She is always in my corner right there when I wanna. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone and they say,
Do you need me? Do you think I'm ready? Do I make you feel like cheating?
I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. She walks like a model. She grants my wishes like a genie in a bottle. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm a wizard of love, and I got the magic.
I like how they're bringing up all the other instruments from before.
But I'm empty when you're gone and they say,
Do you need me? Do you think I'm ready? Do I make you feel like cheating?
no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her.
Cool. Yeah, so they do a lot of one-shot videos and stuff, but not mobile, I feel like, at least from the ones that we've checked out. Like, because they're usually pretty stationary. They did one with cars and stuff, and that was on attraction. But this, it just has a different, like, feel to it, just how they went about it. And it looks like they're in a tour bus, if I had to guess. I just, all the different aspects, the stuff they kept, like, bringing in, the looping as well. I definitely like that effect. It, you know, allows them to be able to do other stuff, so they don't have to go back to the previous stuff, and they can just bring that in, which is definitely great. They, as he like went back to the back of the tour bus, we get to see more and more stuff open up and everything, which is definitely cool. People were hiding in different locations and stuff, which is really cool. Then you have like the one guy that just jumps out and does the kazoo, which is really funny. Jumping out of the cabinet is definitely like a really interesting and creative way to make an appearance into a performance like this. And then just all the different instruments that they use. You had like the tiny like bass, you had the ukulele, you had, I don't think, they might be PVC pipes. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen them in a few different like performances, not just with them, but I'm gonna call them PVC pipes just for now until somebody tells me different. But yeah, just even at the beginning, whatever that thing was, the string and the cup, just that, whatever that was, it had that make noise, and then just beating on the bus, like just making that an instrument, and even just snapping during this, like, it's just, they add so much to their performance. It's really cool. It's a really unique way to cover a song. I like it. Absolutely is a fun video. It really is. I like how they didn't change much of the original, but it is fun to watch. Yeah, I think so. I've heard part of the original, like the chorus So yeah, I was right in that regard. I just don't know who it is. That it didn't. I don't know if it says in the description. There's a lot of words. I'm guessing it's Omi is the group that did that before. I'm not really sure. Escaros, welcome in from Denmark. How are you? Hopefully doing well. We're checking out our final submission for today because I've been on for 3 hours and I need food because it's been hours since I've eaten. But yeah, we're vibing with this. We're gonna go ahead and finish this up. So here we go.
Leader, she is always right there when I need her. Yeah. When I need her. Yeah. When I need
I mean, why not? Bring in a tuba, sure.
Oh, she gives me love and affection. Baby, did I mention you're the only girl for me? No, I don't need a next one. Mama loves you too. She thinks I made the right selection. Now all that's left to do is just for me to pop the question. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always
Also,
right
yeah,
there
why
when
not
I
just
need
add
her.
flashing lights?
I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
They did everything but the kitchen sink in this one.
When I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Yeah. When I need her. Yeah. When I need her. When I need her.
And whatever instrument that is, I'm not really sure. I've seen it before, but I got no clue. Usually the ones that I see, they have like a longer hose attached to it though. Nailed it.
Oh, I think you should buy yourself the Woke CD. It will always be there when we can't be.
Hold on, dude. Do kids even buy CDs anymore?
Ah, you're right. It's all about MP3s.
Yeah. I'm assuming they just kind of promote all their stuff for the rest of the video. Yeah, I mean, they knocked this performance out of the park. The harmony that they brought to this as well. Like they always have great harmony. I didn't even touch base on that before, but just shows how much I'm forgetting now. But yeah, they definitely have great harmony, great chemistry that just works so well. They always add these like comedic aspects to their videos, and obviously adding. I don't know if that was a tuba now that I look, because usually tuba's huge, so it might have been a French horn. Whatever the brass instrument was, just bringing that in, different windows, and have him like in one of the beds at one point as well, closer to the end. It just. Again, having the dude jump up with the kazoo, that's his role. That's all he did during this. It's just the little comedic effects they add to this is definitely a lot of fun as well. But yeah, everything they put into this, it definitely well deserved. It was fantastic. Let's see. Omi is the original. I had to Google it. Yeah. I saw that further in here, right there. Yeah, I did. I don't think I've heard anything else from that artist before, so I don't know if they're a one-hit wonder or not. I can't imagine the amount of planning that went. I know, like the fact that it was a one shot and they just knocked it like out of the park doing that is just unbelievable as well. Hope you are as well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm hungry, and a little bit tired now, but. Other than that, I'm about to go get something to eat, actually. So let's go ahead, speaking of, turn that on for a brief moment. We want, not that. We want this. There we go. All right, there we go. Same level of one-shot madness as Ren's Animal Flow. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Could be wrong. I haven't actually had a chance to check out Ren in a while, but I do have some collaboration reactions coming up soon. I may incorporate Ren into one of those. We'll see. I'm still trying to figure out, you know, what I want to add and all that. But we'll see. Let's see here. But yeah, that was a blast today. Hopefully everybody else had a lot of fun. I did want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out and all of the things. Let me see. Let me pull up the list. Thank you to Jim, Pyrola, Sally, Sand League, and Trini for your coffees, your priority requests. Always greatly appreciated. Everybody had some fantastic submissions as well, as per usual. So let's see. Where's my calendar? Want to let y'all know when the next one is going to be. I believe the next one is next Tuesday, the next live stream. I'll be back in town. I'm going out of town this weekend. I'm going to do some traveling and have some fun with that. Go do some hiking. I'm going to go check out, I don't know if it's a replica or what, but it's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, and they have a restaurant in there. I don't think it's bodies. I think it's actual food. It says Scratch Kitchen, so who knows? Maybe I might meet some of the food people. I don't know. But there is something upstairs, like some like wax figurines and props from the movies. So that's gonna be kind of cool to see. I'll talk about it, you know, all when I get back. We'll talk about it next week, how the trip went and stuff. But yeah, other than that, y'all have a great week. Be sure to check out the reactions for the rest of the week. If you're able to hype any of the videos, it'd be kind of cool to see how all that works, because I have no idea. You know, maybe y'all can teach me how hyping a video works. The little thingy, apparently you slide the share over to the left and you'll see more options. I didn't even know that was a thing until today. So let me know how that goes. I'd love to learn. But yeah, y'all have a great week. Thanks for stream. Time to go watch Longest John's reaction that showed up during this. Ooh, definitely check that out. Gotta run and feed the dog. Feed the dog! Thank you. It was fun, even if I couldn't join for long. Hey, you know what? Any amount of time, I think, is the best time. All right, y'all have a great week, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.